Chillingham Castle at the stroke of midnight. Sir Humphrey Wakefield and his guests have been enjoying a lavish dinner in the new dining room. The castle has been receiving noble and royal guests for centuries. Prince Charles was the most recent visitor. Chillingham received its first kingly visit when it was still a fortress, before it became a castle in 1344. In those days, the journey through the Northumberland countryside was not quite as comfortable as it is now.
I'm Sir Humphrey Wakefield. Welcome to Chillingham Castle.
For centuries, the grounds on the estate were wild and rugged. Only recently can one enjoy a cultured walk in the garden. Northumberland has served as the stage for countless battles between the English and the Scottish. Borders and land control could be fleeting, with some areas passing through 12 different owners. Even Chillingham Castle has been witness to a fair amount of bloodshed. Today, the bloody history, the proximity to the sandy beaches of the eastern coast, and the extensive fishing and hunting grounds make the castle a popular tourist attraction. Sir Humphrey Wakefield has invited guests for dinner tomorrow. Although he's well into retirement age, Sir Humphrey makes sure he takes care of the first course himself.
Good morning. Thank you very much for your seat.
His gamekeeper, Hendrik van Berkel, shares his passion for fishing and knows all about the tales that haunt the castle and its grounds.
What's your opinion about
Sir Humphrey is convinced that there are castle spirits and that they are watching over him, preventing him from having accidents or coming to any harm. Often, objects that should have fallen on him have just missed him, or fallen and hurt somebody else. He's very fond of his protective castle spirits. They are taking care of him, and he is taking care of their castle.
Fantastic. There we go.
Well done.
That's a big fish.
That's fantastic. Look at that.
Yeah.
Breakfast time. Behind the castle walls, the kitchen team is getting ready.
That's a good one, that's a good one. Okay, now that's the core. You could just sort of
Elizabeth Luard is a well-known writer of cookbooks and has come to teach the young chef Nick Fabretti some old tricks.
Now it's me.
And just watch what I'm going to do here. You just take the core out. Huh?
Lamb's liver is an integral part of any full English breakfast.
Okay.
There you go.
And then into there with some vinegar, because otherwise it tastes a bit ammoniac, and you don't want that to happen first thing in the morning.
No.
That's cider vinegar.
I watched my grandma cook most of my life, and then I decided that I want to do what she does, so I went to college to go study chefing, and then I became a chef, and I've been doing it for 3 years. Thanks to my gran, really.
Did you have the full English when you were a boy? Did your granny
Yeah.
do that?
Every Saturday morning.
Really?
Every time I went to her house, yep, she had the whole lot of the sausages, the bacon, the eggs, the hash brown. She made it all herself. So she had a big pan full of bacon, and she just scraped the bottom of the pan with a spatula and get all the crispy bits from all the fat and stuff that dripped off crisped up, and then she used to put it inside the sandwiches. It was the best sandwiches ever.
The drive to the coast takes gamekeeper Hendrik along the Cheviot Hills and Wynn Sill. His job as gamekeeper makes him an important figure in the running of the castle estate.
You always have to keep those 3 Gs in mind, because those 3 Gs, they know a lot of information from whatever the landlord, or whatever they're working for. So it's like usually it's like the gamekeepers is 1 G, and you have the gilly, who looks after the fishing, and then there's the gardener. Those 3 people, they can twist the Lord's ear. Yeah.
The fishing village Craster enjoys the reputation of having the best smokeries in Northumberland. The rainbow trout caught this morning is in capable hands.
Hello, Neil.
Hi there, Hendrik. Pleased to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm very well. I had a good morning fishing this morning.
Have you? Oh,
yes,
good.
That's
Let's
a
have
nice
a look,
trout,
see what you've got.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Let's have a look, see what you've caught.
Yeah, so a nice fish.
Oh, some lovely rainbow trout there, yeah. There'll be 700-800 grams, those ones, and nice rainbows. Yeah, we'll smoke those for you.
And thank you very much. Let's take this away and
I'll take my trout as well.
Thank you
Nice
very
to
much.
meet you.
Yes, good to see you.
They need to be ready by tomorrow. Not a problem for Neil Robson. He's the 4th generation in his family to run the well-known smokehouse. Kippers are the family's speciality. They're smoked for 16 hours over pine tree shavings and ground oak. The method is still exactly the same as it was 100 years ago. Kippers are also part of the breakfast here, alongside the lamb's liver. The delicious smell of fried bacon and liver is wafting through the castle kitchen. Junior Chef Nick is using the wood-fired Aga, a standard fixture in any English country home. In the meantime, the lord of the castle and his gamekeeper are enthusing about their morning's fishing.
And how big is the one that got away?
Oh, it was huge.
After breakfast, the dinner plans need to be discussed. It's the start of the hunting season, and Sir Humphrey wants all the ingredients to be as local as possible. This will require a little know-how from the gamekeeper, his food author friend Elizabeth, and Victoria Curry, his private secretary. His wife, Lady Catherine, is away in London.
Very good.
So what about dinner?
Tell me what you've got.
We've got trout, we've got fish,
Okay.
we've got any form of seafood we could have. We've got mushrooms in the fields.
Field mushrooms.
Field mushrooms, yes.
Because they really like cowpats.
They like carpet, yes.
Yeah. So what have we got today?
We got the trout today.
So you've
Yes,
got
this
smoked
morning.
trout. What else?
First thing, it's not smoked. Yeah, it's getting smoked. That's right. Partridges, they will be there tomorrow. We have a partridge shoot tomorrow.
So we're going to have mushrooms here, mushroom ragu, that you reckon, and game chips. And we are going to serve it with cauliflower and carrots, plain carrots, a gravy, a bread sauce, and a rowan jelly.
It's up to Hendrik to find out whether the rowan berries are ripe yet.
With meat, with sort of birds and things like that, you're more sure. But anything that grows, I mean, it's completely impossible to know. With fungi particularly, you never had no idea what's going to be around.
Gathering wild ingredients from nature is called foraging and is becoming more and more popular in the English countryside.
Looking for some mushrooms and apples and round berries and stuff.
Of course, let's go.
Great.
Hendrik's talent is tracking. The gamekeeper could certainly hunt down tomorrow's dinner, but foraging for fruit and vegetables is not his strength. As far as his eyes can tell, the poisonous ragwort looks quite like rocket, the horseradish like hemlock, and the mushrooms another question altogether.
This one here is no good.
What should the flesh look like, or the texture of the cap? Out of respect for the fungi, the gamekeeper and the gardener leave them alone and get busy with the rowan berries.
Yes, I think just up here. Look what we have here. Yep. There they are. High off the ground. You might have to help me with these. Just pull them down so you can reach them. The mushrooms earlier on, they were not quite there yet. Or they're coming on, so it's a bit too early. For the berries here, you're getting a bit too late, so it's not always easy to fit it all in.
Rowan berries are well known for their bitterness and are a very popular wild ingredient. Elizabeth particularly likes how the flavour goes with game. To ensure the berry juice becomes viscous, she adds apples for their natural pectin.
The pectin is in the pips, the core, and the skin, and it sets. It only sets with sugar. It's a chemical reaction. It's extraordinary.
Elizabeth is an invaluable fountain of knowledge when it comes to old kitchen secrets, a passion she shares with young chef Nick.
We're making castle puddings for dessert, and basically we're not doing anything at all complicated because there's no point in doing anything complicated, not because we're not brilliant. And we are making a basic, what's called a 4-quarter cake, which is same weight of eggs, same weight of sugar, same weight of butter, same weight of flour. Basically, keep beating. Keep going.
Yeah.
Like that. I'm going to sprinkle it in over the top. Yeah, now, that's it. We should get at least half in before we get the milk in. Come on, carry on. Put a bit more in. Okay.
Oh, my back just cracked.
Yeah, you've had a really hard day. Carry on. Come on. Use your hand. Pick it up.
You want me to use my hand?
Yeah. Scoop and drop it in.
All of it?
No, just a lump of it. That's it. In it goes. Come on. Isn't that nice?
No, it's not.
Now, where's your hand? Okay.
There you go. All filled with honey.
Okay. And that will be all nice and crisp and delicious on top.
Elizabeth has sent Sir Humphrey to get some honey. The former royal hussar may have ascended Mount Everest and made it to the South Pole, but one thing he knows: don't question a strong woman's command. Not even one that's been dead for 400 years. Mary Stuart adorns the dining room and used to be next to a portrait of Lady Arabella Stuart. Back in the day, the ladies were not very fond of each other.
She kept falling off the wall. Eventually I put her on the wall with a nail and big wire. Next morning the wire was broken and the nail was on the ground. So I realised that either Mary Queen of Scots did not want her around, or else she didn't want to be in the same room as Mary Queen of Scots. So I feel there are ghosts out there sort of gently picking me up and using me to build up their castle and get their family together. And when I die off, they'll all have a good laugh.
Sir Humphrey thrives on such stories. He has already been immortalised in a book on England's great eccentrics, and the interior of Chillingham Castle is appropriately extravagant. It's no surprise that Sir Humphrey worked at Christie's for many years. But now he's on the hunt for his secretary, whom he hopes will be of help with the honey situation.
I think you'd like some elderberry.
Victoria's hobby is beekeeping, something that relaxes her after a day's work with the energetic Sir Humphrey.
It'd be lovely to have the honey, if that be possible.
Absolutely fine.
That'd be wonderful.
Yeah. And do you prefer a stronger or more floral honey?
I think more floral.
Floral, yeah. What about the flowers for the table decorations?
Oh, yes.
So we just get a nice sort of autumny selection from the garden?
Do you think that? I think maybe just have, like we normally have, that huge bowl of fruit in the middle.
Okay.
I think I think that looks better, really.
Yes. Good afternoon, Elizabeth. How are you?
Very good.
I've been in the woods and I've been looking for all sorts of mushrooms. This is what I found. But you must help me.
Lots of these?
Yeah, everything. There was lots
Very
of
good.
everything.
It's pine boletus. So, and this one's russula. In here, there are some poisonous ones, so people get more nervous of them.
Yeah, you can.
This one, it can give you a tummy ache, but it actually won't kill you. Yeah. And I think this is a charcoal burner. Would you think that was edible?
Not so much.
Okay, well, it is. Smell that one, see if there's...
Yeah, not a very pleasant smell.
And that gorgeous little thing, it's shaggy ink cap, and they make black ink.
But then they look pretty horrible later on.
You don't eat them at that point.
I
That's
see.
the only stage you eat them.
I see, fresh, young.
So that's what we need. So that's the shopping list.
Okay.
Get that into here.
Nick has been cooking the apple and rowan berry mixture, which now needs to be sieved through a cloth.
Otherwise, yeah.
Elizabeth knows how to make good use of Sir Humphrey's antiques in the kitchen.
Okay, lift it right up. Okay, over it comes. Here we are.
Tomorrow, the juice will need to be boiled with sugar and will turn into a thick jelly.
Fantastic, isn't it? Magic.
It's tea time, and Sir Humphrey settles down to a cup of Earl Grey. When he took over the castle from his wife's family 30 years ago, it was almost a ruin. Birds were nesting in the alcoves, and rain was pouring through the roof. The intrepid adventurer tended to the restoration himself. Even the fireplace is adorned with blue and white ceramics from all four corners of the world. His wife, Lady Catherine, is from the Grey family, the ancestors of the famous Earl.
And the Chinese ambassador liked to mix a special tea for the Prime Minister. So the Prime Minister said, fancy that now. And the tea arrived. And the tea was so good that the person who'd mixed it said, could he make it for everyone? As you're a Prime Minister wanting lots of fame at that level, he said yes. And so Earl Grey tea came around. And now Earl Grey tea is more famous than 3 Prime Ministers, 64 generals, 18 Knights of the Garter. All that achievement, tea wins.
Elizabeth Luard is staying in the Pink Room. Tomorrow will be a long day, so she's getting an early night. The well-known chef is not too bothered by tales of the Pink Room being haunted. Calmer times have settled on the castle with its colourful history, and today it's only the wood pigeons and pheasants that live dangerously on this hunting estate. Hendrik's done with rowanberry and mushroom picking. The hunting season has begun. The troop is transported in Sir Humphrey's favourite toy, an Austin hunting bus from 1933, originally built for the Marquess of Bute.
My mum will be needing her dinner by 7:30, definitely.
The shooting bus is perfect. I'm not perfect. I need to more practice to get it. But I drove this from Scotland and it was wonderful. It's absolutely like the day it was born. It's marvellous.
It's not only the wipers that are on the blink, but also the brakes, unbeknownst to the men in the back.
That is perfect. And we come on. And now got the third gear. That was perfect.
The hunting season is the favourite time of year for any English lord. The wet weather is all part of the fun. Hendrik is in his element, and after the drive without brakes, Sir Humphrey is keen for his next adventure.
It's a miserable day. I'm back gun, and back gun has to be a very safe gun, because you're shooting with these people in front of you, and they're all within range of a shot. You could kill any one of them if you've got it wrong. And it's quite easy to get it wrong. If you're excited, you're bringing your gun up like that, and your fingers on the trigger. These people are in front of you, your fingers on the trigger, and they're within range. So you have to be you should be quite safe. You have to swing to try and get Make sure you're getting it correctly.
So how did you sleep last night?
Oh, pretty good. Why?
Well, you're staying in the pink room, were you? Did you hear about the blue boy of your day?
No,
Nothing?
tell me.
I don't know the story 100%, but I'm Wigger, and apparently you see a blue light and a boy comes out of the wall.
It doesn't bother me at all, you know? Probably be really nice to me. So basically, I might look for shot.
I look for shot.
After they're plucked, fat is placed on the pheasant.
Do you need him?
So it doesn't dry out in the oven, a thick wedge of butter is placed underneath. The stuffing will be made from apples and onions. And the feet are bound with twigs of thyme, another trick from his grandmother. The birds are placed in the medium-warm, preheated oven for 20 minutes. In the new dining room, Victoria is getting things ready for the dinner. In the Middle Ages, women were not permitted to dine with the men, and it was only later that couples would sit together and share a plate and goblet. Sleeves were used in place of napkins, and according to what was written at the time, spitting, gobbling, and using the fork as a toothpick was standard practice.
Trout, partridge, custard.
Lice would be happily removed at the table, and stealing the best cuts off a neighbour's plate was considered fair play.
What do you think?
Luckily, those times are over.
I think that's it. That's it? Yeah, let's go. Right.
Honey.
Fantastic.
I haven't cut my fingers off just yet.
You haven't, for goodness sake, very careful. It's my honey, yes, I'm very proud of it.
And when did you gather it?
About a month ago. Yeah, it's the first harvest. I wasn't expecting any, but yeah, got about 24 jars of it.
It's
What
delicious.
smells you get from it?
It's lovely, that.
Right, well, I'll pop back later and see how things are going.
Okay.
See you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The castle pudding, which is more of a cake, Elizabeth smothers in a honey and lemon sauce and decorates with lemon zest and cream.
When I was cooking in an actual kitchen, it was rushed and you had to run around like crazy and that thing's over there and you have to jump to get it or something. You know, everyone's just throwing things around and it's very loud and busy. But here it's nice. It's weird because it's like a slow pace.
Upstairs in the King James room, Sir Humphrey is enjoying an aperitif with his guests. Lady Biddulph and her family have come over the border from Scotland. Most of the guests have truly earned their dinner, having shot it down this afternoon.
They see that on the sheet of white. It's the nearest they get to nature, and they're thrilled by it. So all these limp-wristed professors.
But first the starter, smoked rainbow trout with watercress salad and a sharp horseradish foam. The label on the red wine reads Wakefield, Sir Humphrey's surname, and comes from Australia. Some of his ancestors have long had businesses there and in New Zealand. Down in the kitchen, the young chef is the picture of calm. He's frying game chips, wafer-thin potato slices. Cooking with Elizabeth has almost been like sharing a kitchen with his beloved grandmother. The award-winning writer can tend to the pheasant and the ragout made of wild mushrooms, bacon and parsley from the garden. She may have 15 cookbooks under her belt, but preparing a dinner party at a castle is a first. Thanks to Nick, she can enjoy the fruits of her labours with the other guests.
Please, everybody stop.
Where the boots?
The rowan berry jelly has the right consistency, and the pheasants have been roasted to perfection. A true castle feast.
And the castle sort of comes to life when it's full of people. And after a big weekend, the castle suddenly feels rather sad when they've gone. The castle's crying.
And no untoward or unwelcome guests are disrupting the dinner. It would seem that Sir Humphrey and his Chillingham spirits can both live in their castle in harmony. St. Emmeram in Regensburg is the largest lived-in castle in Germany, larger than Buckingham Palace, and the seat of one of the most important noble families in Europe. This is where Gloria von Thurn und Taxis will be receiving her guests to celebrate the performance of opera star Placido Domingo. Star chef Alfons Schubeck will be in charge of the late-night dinner after the concert. The gathering will be made up of friends, noble families, and music legend Quincy Jones.
I am Gloria von Thurn und Taxis, and I welcome you to St. Emmeram Castle.
Schloss St. Emmeram.
Regensburg lies by the river Danube in the heart of Bavaria. It's known for its historic old town, its culinary specialties, and St. Emmeram Castle. The living quarters alone at St. Emmeram stretch over 21,000 square meters. It was built in the Middle Ages as a Benedictine monastery and underwent several renovations in the 19th and 20th century when it became the home for the noble family. The castle has over 500 rooms, including a vast library and its own chapel. The grand state rooms are a nod to the vast fortune of the von Thurn and Taxis family, who came to their wealth and position in the 15th century by creating the modern postal service. Today, the family is worth an estimated €1 billion.
Wo setzt man denn den Quincy?
Where are we putting Quincy?
Soll
Next
der
to
lieber
me?
Neben mich? Neben
Next to
ja,
you.
neben. Also mich weg und den Quincy. So, gut. Und der Porz.
Paul is there.
Together with her mother Beatrix, Countess von Schöneberg-Glachau, and the castle cook Maria Kansberger, the Countess is arranging the seating order for the dinner.
Placido, halt.
Stop.
Der Domingo, den habe ich jetzt zu
Domingo,
mir gesetzt.
I've put him to me.
Neben mir der Quincy.
So next to me,
Dann haben wir die
Quincy.
Maya.
And then we've got
Dann brauchen wir
Maya.
noch einen tollen Mann für die
We need a
Maya.
great man for Maya.
Henry kommt auch.
Isn't Henry coming? Yes, Henry.
Der darf neben der Maya.
Next to Maya.
Dann machen wir hier den Stars. So, dann können die nämlich
They
viel
can sit
schön
there and
Russisch
speak Russian.
Wir müssen eigentlich da 12
We
haben.
need 12 there.
15 Personen, 12.
Also 11, also 22.
11, 22, 11 on each side.
Paulina. Dann stimmt's.
That's right.
Passt.
Done.
Haben wir gemacht. Natürlich muss man auch darauf achten,
Of course, one has to make sure that the more notable guests do not sit at the end of the table. They know nowadays that it's protocol to sit the high-profile guests next to the lady of the house. The further away you are, the more you're in Siberia. That's a problem. Not everyone can sit next to the hostess. Some must go to Siberia. So we thought, if we have to put people in Siberia, it might as well be a group of people who won't notice they're in Siberia, because they have so much to talk about and will be grateful to talk in their mother tongue. So that's how we've done it.
Today, the Countess wants to visit star chef Alfons Schubeck, go through tomorrow's menu, and get a few herbs from his shop in Regensburg.
Good morning.
Well, that's something. We should do that together, just the two of us.
We'll do it at yours. In a circus tent, we'll perform.
The Munich chef has been interested in herbs for many years. Their history, their effects, their healing qualities. His spice mixes are more than just a good business idea. It is his aim to combine the effects of individual herbs so they don't only taste good, but also stave off illnesses.
Delicious.
That's mainly cardamom and some cinnamon and allspice, nutmeg and vanilla. Cardamom is a spice that's very important for the stomach. It's good for heartburn.
Is that for dessert?
We're making iced coffee for the dessert.
Oh, wonderful.
It will be like a parfait, a small cappuccino, and we'll put that in, and on top of the cream we'll sprinkle some cardamom. When Gloria needs me, I'm there. That's how it is. I don't care where it is in the world. The cooking will happen anywhere, even if it's on the highest peak. I don't care. We'll find something, make a little campfire. That's how it works. I can't do anything about it.
Doris, look, it's Schubeck's menu. How interesting. Look, vanilla chili vegetables. Coffee spice, Arabic. People like spicy nowadays. Food needs a little kick. An interesting menu. I'm used to the Bavarian cuisine. More like cooking, but interesting.
Aber interessant. Hallo Maria. Hallo, grüß Gott,
I've got the spices, but we've changed the menu.
Wir haben das Menü verändert.
Really?
Und zwar haben wir mit Recht gesagt,
We quite rightly decided it would be too late in the evening for meat.
Hauptspeise haben wir gesagt, machen wir
So we'll do truffle pasta.
Trüffelnudeln, okay. Und
And in between, a little earlier in the evening, it would be great if you could make a small salad for Domingo with the goat's cheese and a little of that wonderful tomato paste that lady there makes. Great. Brilliant, we'll do it.
Half an hour from Regensburg lies tomato heaven. Irina and Ulrich Zacharias grow over 900 types of tomato here. Irina's tomato sauces, chutneys and marmalades are known all over the region. Her speciality, a fruit paste made of sweet and sour tomatoes with a little sugar and lemon verbena leaves. Irina knows all about the history of the tomato and discovered that there was a time when only men were allowed to eat them.
Man hielt Tomate für eine gefährliche Frucht. Sie würde bei weiblichen Geschlecht.
The tomato was considered a dangerous fruit, that it would awaken forbidden passion in women. It was also called the love apple, and women were not allowed to awaken too much of their desire. Nowadays, we are, luckily.
Heutzutage dürfen wir.
Ja, hallo Irina, grüß dich.
Ja, grüß dich, Maria.
Castle chef Maria likes to take a break from the hustle and bustle when she comes to Irina's.
Danach, wenn's fest ist,
it's easier to portion when it's firmer, but now, when it's warm, it's good too.
Lecker.
Delicious.
Lecker. Proszę, ja. Gemüse.
Die will auch was.
A grandstand has been erected in the castle courtyard for Placido Domingo's performance. All 3,200 tickets for his only concert in Germany are sold out. Every year, famous artists and thousands of guests come to the castle's festival. That means a lot of work for the state's employees. The Countess likes to make sure all is in order. The festival is an important source of income. The castle upkeep costs several million a year.
Solch ein großes Schloss braucht immer und das ganze Jahr über Reparaturen.
Such a large castle needs to be maintained throughout the year, on the inside and out. You can imagine what it's like to upkeep such a large castle. At home, something always needs to be done. When it's changing a light bulb, here, 50 light bulbs need to be changed. Such a large castle was not built for just one family, but it was a monastery and then the seat of the state's chief commissioner, and it was a large court. And today, the court, I'd say, it's our audience.
Und heute würde ich sagen, ist der Hofstaat eben das Publikum.
And it's a large audience that wants to walk along the paths and see the sights that are usually closed off. In the castle itself, only the invited dinner parties shall dine. For the audience outside, there's catering. On the day of the dinner, work starts at 6.
Ja, Matthias, du musst den ganzen nehmen.
The Countess has said the table decoration is to be understated and elegant.
Der Bug in der Mitte.
A line in the middle. No, 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 no. To me, to me. Now we'll lock it on the side so it can't slip. It's usually classic white. Hutschenreuter porcelain, cut crystal, silver cutlery. Completely normal. Well, not normal, but how it is.
That one to you. Good. A little bit more. That's good.
So the water glass, like this, white wine, red wine, and behind that, the champagne.
Red wine glass towards you. Good, the next one. Good.
That's the family crest on the cutlery. You have to place it the wrong way around to see it.
In the castle kitchen, Maria Kansberger is making her popular bruschetta with goat's cheese and Irina's tomato paste. It will be served for Placido Domingo's break. Afterwards, she needs to prepare the kitchen for Alfonso and his team. Maria has been working at the castle for over 30 years, and the festival is one of her favorite times of the year.
I'm excited every day, and not just because of Placido Domingo, but there are other famous guests. It's interesting and nice. You get excited.
The castle has had many illustrious guests. The Turn und Taxis are related to many of the European royal houses. Kings, princes, and even Empress Sisi attended the plentiful festivals here. The castle has been witness to legendary costume parties, where the young countess even caused Mick Jagger to marvel. But since the death of her husband, Count Johannes von Turn und Taxis in 1990, things have become a little quieter. Gloria von Turn und Taxis didn't remarry, and has been running the St. Emmeram estate herself ever since. Her 3 adult children have moved out, and she's often alone in the big castle.
One is
often alone, but one is seldom lonely. Loneliness is really something hard to deal with, but you can feel that at a party with 1,000 people. You can suddenly feel lonely. Loneliness doesn't have that much to do with people. Of course, when one comes here in the winter, let's say it's January, February, it's dark, there's only one light on in the courtyard, then you can think, oh dear, and I've got to go in there alone. But I've gotten used to that too. I'm happy with what I have, and I don't long for something that I don't have.
But her favourite times are when the castle is filled with life. And it's only natural for her to make sure herself that things go well during the festival, like ensuring everything is as it should be in Placido Domingo's dressing room.
Placido Domingo is the grand doyen of classical singing. It's like receiving a president of a very important large country.
For the dinner, Alphonse Schubeck has 3 assistants and one of his chefs, Joe Gasser, at the ready. For tonight's menu, the spices are taking center stage. I've always been interested in spices, always, even 30 years ago. But it wasn't the right time. When I then went to Munich, I always thought, now you'll employ a doctor, a medicine man who does nothing other than scientific research into what spices and what foods go well with each other. And that's how I try to prepare my dishes now, so the vitamins and nutrients are kept, and that the fats are added in the last second, the good fats. The appetizer. Iced beef steak tomato with burrata and a tomato herb jus with garlic, rosemary and licorice. We put it in at the bottom, then the sauce comes through more, it's fresher.
This is fresher.
The Countess is laid back when it comes to styling. She's taking the moment to spend time with her daughter Elizabeth, who has come from New York for the festival.
Now it's good. It's got good volume. Just a comb through and I'm done.
In Maria's castle kitchen, exotic, rather un-Bavarian ingredients are being prepared. The fried mango slices will be the basis for the Caribbean summer salad with shrimp, which will make up the second course. The traditional chef sees the exotic invasion of her kitchen with curiosity and an open mind.
We don't have that.
No, that's Thai asparagus. You have the right build, the right fit for the role of castle chef. An all-rounder, how do you say, not just a housekeeper, but someone that's a good spirit for everything. And she can even cook. Just on the side is what she does. It's good.
That's true on the side.
Do you cook every day?
Yes, when she's there. A hidden passion.
How I love you with a love through. How can clean to all rambling roads. How I love you with a love through. How can clean to oh rambling roads.
Hello, good evening.
Quincy Jones met Gloria in the 80s at one of her wild party nights in New York. The two still like to celebrate together, even if there's something a little more serious on the program, like Placido Domingo. Alphonse adds a mixture of curcuma, cumin, cardamom, chili, ginger and onion to the summer vegetables.
De sangre y de sol. Mujeres de sangre y de sol.
Zweiter Gang oder die dritte Gang sozusagen.
The second course we serve two at the same time. Then we lay out new cutlery. Then we bring the main course.
Evening. Hi, I want to help.
Now you've already done enough for today. Was it good?
Yes, it was great.
Well, you can just try something.
Maria, did you learn something? He played the guitar. It was great. Should we sing a bit?
No, not today.
Okay, then I'll sing you a song.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's fitting. You need your song too.
Der Alfons ist der schönste Mann der Welt. Der Alfons, der wird niemals fertig Geld. Der Alfons kocht so viel, weil das seine Liebe ist. Der Alfons ist der schönste Mann der Welt. Er kocht für Liebe. 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 Er kocht für Liebe.
Repeat the rip apart.
My friends, let's welcome Plácido Domingo with a great toast.
Elango to you.
Elango. Salud, salud. Amor y pesetas.
Due to the concert, it's a late dinner. By the time of the second course, it's already after midnight, but Alphonse and his team are completely focused. You don't do this alone. There's a lot of hands at all the stages making sure it all tastes good. You have to motivate a lot of people. Come on, boys, get on with it, get to work. It all matters every day, something new. I don't care what happened yesterday. What's important for me is today and tomorrow.
Und mine.
The third course quickly follows the second. Truffle pasta with a lot of chili. The guests have a healthy appetite, and it's time for dessert. Iced coffee with cream and Arabic spice mixture with cardamom. Stir, stop beating, otherwise it'll turn into butter.
Nur so fürs Auge, weißt du. Wir haben ja Gewürze.
In the city palace of Jaipur, the Maharaja's family is celebrating Holi, the festival of colors. 18-year-old Shvai Padmanabh Singh, known as Padshaw, is hosting the event for the first time. His chef wants to prepare Indian delicacies in such a way that the guests from Europe will be sure to enjoy them too.
Welcome to the Holi celebrations at the City Palace.
A family photo with grandmother. The Maharaja's father is a commoner. Royal blood only flows through his mother's side of the family. She is Princess Dia Kumari.
You with Pacho, or...
Pachow's grandfather and his Maharani Padmini Devi do not have a son, and only sons can inherit the title.
Yes, that's perfect.
Therefore, it's the grandson that ascends the throne after the death of the Maharaja.
Even Pacho, when he was small, he was so shy, he won't meet anybody, he would just go and hide. But now, of course, it's a different... But when he was, you can kick him.
Thank you.
Chef Chandravir Chavan, known as CV, has been thinking through the festival menu since the early hours of the morning. Will the European guests like coriander, deep fried in lentil dough? And what about the much-loved chili fire? His restaurant is located in the middle of the Maharaja's city palace. If his little son wants to see his father so close to the Holi festival, he has to come and visit him at work.
He likes a little bit of spices.
Little bit. Not really.
To develop that taste, Indian taste, you need to have saring right now. Otherwise,
Not this one. Huh? Don't have, Mom. Bye.
The young Maharaja and two friends are on the way to the palace restaurant Baraderi to test the festival menu for its spiciness.
You try it first and see if it's... Because it has to be the traditional flavor, but not overly spicy.
I like it. For me, it's perfect. But given that we have so many foreigners coming in,
well, as long as we have lots of bread and rice.
Come to Jaipur, this is like the dish you must try.
The young Maharaja wants the celebrations to go on for 3 days. His American friend, Chris Miller, and the court jeweler, Samir, are helping with the preparations.
What are you going to wear for the party at your farm?
Well,
Or is it a surprise for all of us?
I'm thinking, still thinking, maybe something royal.
The Maharaja is staying tight-lipped, but the theme for his holy party has been announced: Golden Times of the Maharaja. CV has made a dessert from glazed and fresh rose petals and rose water. He adds red beetroot mousse for a bit of color. He then purees it with amul cream, a hard-to-whisk Indian cream. Once it is frozen, it will be the perfect dessert for the city of Jaipur. The metropolis is also known as the Pink City.
Yeah, it's very romantic, you know. If you have to impress your wife, then you should know how to make it.
Ooh, what is that? That looks amazing. You've kept this away from never.
No. It's one of the favorite dishes here.
Amazing.
It was really amazing.
Yeah. It's from candied rose petals.
We should have a lot of this.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of this.
No, it's incredible. It's the star of the restaurant. For sure. People are gonna love it.
It's probably the happiest and the, the most colorful day of the year. We're celebrating joyous times, times of victory and good times. So I'm really excited for the ceremony, and then obviously the next day, which is Holi, the playing day, when we all enjoy, when we all dance together, play Holi together. And it's my first time. I'm 18 years old now, so I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope all of us have a great weekend.
The Maharajas have no political power in India, but they guard the country's treasures. Chris manages the family's many activities. He makes sure the high-ranking guests are placed in the Raj Mahal, the old family estate.
Most of the motifs and patterns of all the wallpaper that's here are taken from designs and patterns that were painted on the walls and in different places around the city palace here in Jaipur, the royal family's residence, as well as the Amber Fort, which is where the family had lived before, moving to City Palace in 1727. So all of the designs you have here, I mean, they've also, of course, changed things a little bit or made it a little more dramatic or something, but all of these designs are inspired and taken from those motifs. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you doing? I've just come to check out some of the rooms that the royal family asked me to see for...
Let me take you and I'll show you the rooms that were assigned for them.
Okay, thanks.
Chris is installing the VIP guests into the 300-meter square Maharaja suite. The hunting-themed hallway is in the colors of Jaipur. There's a personal dining room, a living room, and space for the private butler.
Perfect as always. Add some tuberose for to give a nice smell, and maybe turn on the fountain for the guests.
The suite has 2 bedrooms with marble ensuite bathrooms.
If you can organize maybe a ice bucket with champagne and a couple of glasses.
Absolutely, we'll get that
for the evening when they come, and just have that ready along with the fruit tray that you do normally.
Today, the old estate boasts 13 suites and guest rooms.
Okay, fine, thanks.
Pleasure.
There is little calm on the evening before the big celebrations. Is the approaching spring full moon causing a change in the weather? The next morning, the storm has passed and all is calm. Only a cooling breeze remains. CV has a long shopping list. The spice market lies in the heart of Jaipur's old town. Its pink sheen can be seen only in the evenings. The typical Indian spice mix is called masala. Everyone has their own masala mixture. It changes for every meal and event. Cinnamon, cumin, cloves, and almost always nutmeg petals. CV is very particular about the amount of chili for today. He doesn't want his European guests to have steam coming out of their ears. His final request is a little risque. Bhang is a hemp product with an intoxicating effect. It can only be purchased legally just before the Holi festival.
I'm looking for the dryness, the smell, and the strongness if I make it. And I mix in the batter, I need to know the quantity which I'm going to put in. Kitna hua? Thank you. Thank you.
Bhang is a part of the Holi festival, just like polo is a part of Jaipur. Which is why Padshaw wants to start the celebrations in the polo club with a tournament. The club is his second home. He was already winning trophies when he was 15. In the audience is Padshaw's father.
Look at him. Come on.
He's also a polo fanatic.
Oh, goal, 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 goal. Goal!
The red team doesn't stand a chance. Padshaw gets 11 of the 16 goals. Polo is not a harmless sport. In most games, a player hurts himself taking a fall.
When I play with him, I don't care. You know, sometimes we play together, sometimes we play against each other. And that time I don't care about this accident. But when I'm sitting here in the pavilion watching him playing, my you know, going up and down, very scary. Very scary. It's quite a dangerous sport.
In the kitchen, the chefs are doing a dry run in preparation for tomorrow. How much ginger, garlic and chili should go into the bang pakoras to level out the hemp?
So what we are putting in bang pakora today?
To make sure their pakoras don't cause an overdose, the chefs note the amount of ingredients very precisely.
Ginger, 6 kg cabbage.
6 kg. Yeah.
Green chili.
Green chili.
Fresh coriander.
Fresh coriander. And bhang powder.
600 grams. This is too much strong.
So how many packs do you expect? 400 or 450?
400.
So let's get down to 450 and let's make pizza for that.
Yeah. Special होली पे बनाते हैं. होली के सेकंड डे दुलंडी पे लोग इसको एंटरटेन करते हैं. दुलंडी खेलते हैं साथ में. और काफ़ी टेस्ट अच्छा होता है. खाने के बाद थोड़ा सा नशा भी होता है.
Chef Ranjit is a favorite of Padshaw's grandmother and has the role of preparing the pakoras for the Festival of Colors. He uses coriander seeds and red chili powder and makes a dough from chickpea flour and water. He deep fries the walnut-sized pouches in hot oil.
you can use only vegetables and gram flour and some spinach and green spring onions. You can make vegetable pagoda mix nice.
Today, the light version without hemp is being served in the Polo Club. Padcho's father is particularly enjoying the food after all the excitement. Polo is an important tradition for the Maharajas. In 1957, Padcho's grandfather won the World Cup for India. The family has continued to produce world-class players.
Here you see my grandfather, late Bhavani Singh Ji, with Prince Charles playing in England, and Prince Charles' two sons, Prince William and Prince Harry. So I've been playing a lot of polo with them in England. So you know, it's 3 generations that have been playing together, which is. I'm going to play the World Cup playoffs in May in Iran for India. It's my first time playing for the country, and you know, I'm hoping we do well and maybe history repeats itself.
The court jeweler Samir Kasliwal lives in Jaipur's Jewellery Street in a 170-year-old palace.
Dad, what do you think should I wear for the party? I'm wearing this black jacket. I think green would look very good on black.
This is an interesting piece.
Golden times of the Maharaja. Samir is still looking for the right pieces for the party's theme. The Kasliwals have added to the city's shimmer since Padcho's ancestors built Jaipur. They are still one of the most exclusive jewelers in the world and have the appropriate clientele.
You cannot give a value to these pieces because it's really impossible to, as I said, to replace it. So I won't be able, even if I want to, I won't be able to give you a value for this piece. You're looking at 87 carats of emerald in the drop, more than like 40 carats in the single pieces in the square shape in the emerald cut. So it's literally impossible to give a value to this one.
Samir is the 8th generation to run the business, and his father Sanjay likes to help out. The experienced jeweler still needs to advise on the final touches.
So, Dad, I was thinking of wearing this turban pin.
Oh, that's a good choice.
So I was thinking of wearing with the turban pin this green one. What do you think?
No, the turban pin I like because it's 40 carat Golconda diamond to 20 carat Golconda diamonds. The emeralds, but I would prefer this because it's from the same period as the turban pin, because it's from 1785, which my father bought from the Maharaja of Baroda. So you don't find old mine emeralds this size anymore, so I think this will be more spectacular.
This is it.
And these are all pearls from the Basra Gali.
Okay, I think I made up my mind. I think this is what I'm going to wear tonight for the party.
In India, unlike other countries, sometimes the king even wore more jewelry than the queen.
This was the whole idea behind it. And, you know, of course, we gave to our friends, you know, Jampala's jewelry, so it was really, really fun to see them. You know, it was a tough competition between women and men.
The exquisite pieces are already on show on the first evening of the great celebrations. The European guests feel like they're stepping back into colonial times. Only the young Maharaja has not dived into his jewelry box. His mother, Princess Diya Kumari, glows in a gold-embroidered red gown. Otherwise, the royal family is stylishly understated.
Your Highness. Your Highness, thank you.
CV has set up a field kitchen behind the house and is already preparing the appetizers. Dough balls filled with caramelized onions. He's still holding back on the spiciness of the dishes. He wants to ease the guests and their taste buds in gently.
This dish is a Rajasthani snack, which we have during the daytime. But I've made this dish with a little bit of twist, with caramelized onion and mozzarella.
With some chutney and coriander sauce. Padshaw has found his favorite food, lal mas, an age-old recipe from Rajasthan that the Maharajas used to eat during the hunt.
My grandfather used to cook it himself really well, and I learned how to cook it as well. So it's, you know, it's something that we save for like special occasions, and we serve, you know, to international guests, and you know, it's something really unique about Jaipur and Rajasthan.
It's already early morning when Padshaw makes his way home. The city is preparing itself for the big party. For the young Maharaja and his grandmother, the Festival of Colours is a welcome break from the usual palace protocol. Even the strong caste system in India seems to be forgotten for a brief while.
Every kind of person is on an equal kind of, you know, aesthetic, and, you know, we all celebrate together, and that's the whole spirit of Holi. Look at that.
Breaking taboos and intoxicating foods, it's time for the mind-enhancing pakoras to be served. The Holi festival makes it all possible.
The special food is bhang. It's an intoxicant, and that is very special of Holi.
Happy Holi! Happy Holi! Happy Holi!
CV is preparing Padshaw's favorite dish, lal mas. The Maharajas used to take wild boar with them on the hunt. CV is using lamb. This time, he doesn't have to hold back on the flavor. At the main Holi festival, everything should be traditional. And that means ghee.
It was only for the royal family which they used to use it. The other people used to use the mustard oil. You know, the mustard oil gives you more flavor to it, but this will give you more richness to the dish.
Aside from the eager selfie takers, the official ceremony in the courtyard of the city palace is exactly as it was 100 years ago.
I'm very proud about it, but at the same time, there's a lot of pressure, you know, to carry myself in a certain kind of way. And you know, people look up to you as role models. That's obviously there, but I take it in a very happy, sort of in a very positive kind of manner.
The triumph of good over evil. This is the main message of the Holi. The fire symbolizes this victory, and everyone can take it home.
It catches fire really quick, so you've got to get rid of it as soon as you can, but no, it wasn't frightening.
In the kitchen, mustard oil and lard are being flash fried for the lal mas. CV can already tell from the aroma when the spice combination is just right.
So at that moment in time, we have to be very quick. It's like seconds in which you have to add everything in it, and then you have to add the other ingredients. And before they burn, you have to add the onions so that it can bring the temperature of the oil and the clarified butter down, and it can get golden fried color. We can get a golden fried color to it.
Chili, ginger, garlic paste. Unlike others, CV does not like to use tomatoes in his lalmas. This time, he adds a little more chili powder. This evening, the high-powered guests are mainly coming from Rajasthan. Sometimes the grandmother and the young Maharaja are still honored like sun gods. They consider themselves as the custodians of the age-old customs and cultural treasures. Doves have been known to emerge from decorated pots. There were once stuffed camels and peacocks. That's a little too much even for the traditional young Maharaja.
So he is the one who insisted that we do it very traditionally. So actually he's the main brain. I mean, he's the one who did all this.
I'm sure he'll, follow in his ancestors' footsteps, and he'll make us all very proud of him.
The powerful families of Jaipur will continue to keep an eye on the young Maharaja. Thanks to his team and his family, his premiere has shown that he has mastered every pitfall of protocol.
The argument in favor of being young is the fact that you grow into it, and it's like the Queen of England. She was crowned when she was really young. I sort of can grow into my position. I sort of can work towards deserving it one day, or not just being handed it to you or anything like that.
But tomorrow, it's off to the polo pitch.